everybody. Welcome to Little John's Yarns. I'm Alysha. As I usually say, if this is your very first time here, what we do every single Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a cup of wine and we talk about 10 of the latest crochet patterns that are popular at this moment. So how are you guys all doing? Where you're from? What's the temperature at where you're at right now? So right now, I'm in Pennsylvania near Pittsburgh. It is a nice, cool fall day. It's about 47 degrees outside, and the family's all snugged in a house, and we actually got the heat on. I usually try to avoid putting on the heat until towards the end of November. I tell them kids, make sure you get a blanket, warm up. You don't want to turn on the heat yet. I don't know if any of you guys are like that. So let me hop into the chat and see where you guys are from right now. Let's see. We have Victoria. She says, so excited. I just found this channel a week ago and missed the last live. I don't have any wine, but I have grapes. Hey, grapes make wine. Thank you for joining me here today. Who else is here? Of course, we have my favorite, one of the moderators, Dieta. So, hey, how you doing? She's going to be here to make sure everybody acts correct during the live stream. Sometimes there's some weird trollers out there. Here we go. Sandra says, hi, I found a box of wine cover using granny squares. Have you seen it? It popped up this week. I totally thought of you. Of course, when people think of boxes of wine, they think of me. I just don't do wine bottles. I do a nice big box. But maybe that's something I should do. I'm going to have to Google that. And I'll have a nice little granny square cover. And I have the box turned sideways so you guys can all see it. Let's see. Who else is here? Ooh, whoops, missed this one up. Hello to you too. I seen somebody. Here we go. So over the rainbow. Hello from London. I'm still traumatized by the cat yarn from a few days ago. If anybody joined me on my surprise live stream from a few days ago, I thought I would try something different with my channel, maybe an extra live and talk to you guys. But unfortunately, during the live stream, I got a copyright claim from 5 Minute Yarns because this was the thing I was reviewing. Me and Shauna, we were reviewing 5 Minute Yarns or 5 Minute Crafts to see if these things really work. But immediately, 30 minutes into the live stream, they hit us with a copy infringement claim. Of course, I disputed it. It was all for educational purposes, so I won a dispute. But everybody got lost, kicked out during the live stream, and simultaneously, all of YouTube went down Wednesday. I'm trying to do my live stream. My 9-year-old is on the ground like somebody shot him because YouTube is no longer working. He's like, I have nothing to do. And I'm trying to do my live stream and everything was cut out. It was pretty crazy. But that was last week. So let me tell you guys why you are here today. I didn't have my notes brought up. But today we're going to be talking about 10 table runner crochet patterns. If you're in the U.S., Thanksgiving season's coming up, so this is nice to go across your table for a decorative display. And if you're outside of the U.S., it's still holiday season, so these are great patterns that you can make. But before I get into this one, I had received Happy Mail. I received Happy Mail from Maria. Maria, she sent me these beautiful face masks. The first one has yarn all over it. And the second one, look at this. Very neat wine glasses. But the great thing about what Maria does, she has her own, she created, let me pull up the notes. It is called Shirkenbox Mask Emporium. She creates masks. She's not even selling these masks. She's donating to these masks to anybody who is in need of masks. So I want you guys to go check out her Facebook group. I put the link down in the description box if you want to go check her out. And also, I put down her email address if you would like to donate to her so she continue to give people face masks who can't afford them right now. So because, supplies can get expensive. I left her PayPal email link down in the description box below. So I want to thank her very much. Oh, and she sent me one thing. It's beautiful. She heard on one of my live streams how much I adore people who work with crochet thread. And so I'm like, oh, she sent me this little, whoop, hold on. We got a super chat. I missed it. Where is it? It is. Oh, Lori Murphy. Hello, I am happy I'm here today. And cheers to you, Miss Lori. Cheers. Thank you so much for donating. And since you donated, let me pull this down. You get to spin the wheel of patterns. So, ready? You get my Crochet Flapper Hat. Let me, no, I'm just going to put this down next to me. It'll be much safer. I'm going to show you exactly what the Crochet Flapper Hat, did I say flipper? Flapper Hat looks like. It's one of my more popular patterns. Where is it? It was based in, what inspired me was the 1920s. It must have been on the first page. I'm always so scattered and all over the place. Guys, look for a tan hat that looked like something a flapper would wear. Oh, there it is. So that is the hat you get. Make sure you email me, littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. The link is down below. And if anybody, this is your very first time on my live stream and you wondered why the lights and bubbles went off and she got to spin the wheel, anybody who donates via live chat or super chat, you'll see a little $sign in your chat area. When you click on that, you're able to donate to influencers or YouTubers like myself. Just help us continue to keep up with live streams, free patterns and tutorials, and all of that great stuff. But thank you so much, Lori. I'm so surprised I'm still on track. I told her I love anything made with crochet thread. So she sent me this little penny. It's a 2020 good luck charm. It's a 2020 penny inside. Maybe because I'm just now getting this in November, my 2020 luck didn't reach. Oh, but I did want to say one more thing about her mask emporium. The wonderful thing about it, she did this in dedication to her father. So I'm just going to read this short little paragraph about what it's about. I have embarked on this journey to keep all my loved ones safe in honor of my dad, Tom Benko. We lost him to cancer in 2018. He is the greatest man I've ever known. He would have done anything for his friends in need. I have promised in his name it would never be forgotten, and have one request. When you get your mask, please post a photo on social media using the hashtag BenkoStrong. So that's what I still need to do. So because I received my mask. All right. So we talked about that. You guys ready to get into these 10 patterns? So before we get into the 10 patterns, I always like to ask you guys a question so I can have you all involved during this live chat. And I'll go through 2 patterns, then I'll come back to that question. So the question is, what was the first thing you ever crocheted and who was it for? Before you put your answer, make sure you put question marks in front of it so it pops up so I know it's your answer. So what was one of the first things you've ever crocheted and who was it for? All right, let's hop into the very first pattern. This one is called the Give Thanks to, oh, wait. Hold on. We got a super chat. Who super chatted? Let me scroll. Marna Bro, hope it's okay if I have a beer. Thanks for your tutorials. I love them. Heck yeah, it's okay if you have a beer. Cheers to you. Everybody, raise cup. If you're drinking wine, tea, beer, raise it up. Thank you so much. So now, let's get the wheel of fun. So the pattern that you get today is the green pattern, and this is the Ballet Slippers. They kind of look more like Mary Jane slippers. Let me show you what these looks like. Wait, and we have another super chat. So I'll show you your pattern in a second. I see it popped up first. Victoria, thank you. I appreciate it. Cheers to you. You guys try not to get me tipsy. I'll tell you a story about that one in a second. So let's look at your pattern. You get my ultimate crochet pattern bundle. So let me show everybody what they got. Here, whoops, wrong one. That's my ebook, which is on sale. I'll tell you about that later. Here are the ballet slippers that look more like Mary Jane's. And you get my ultimate pattern bundle. It has 40 of my crochet patterns all in one. So thank you so much for donating. Cheers to you both. Make sure you both email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. Don't have to remember it. It's down in the description box below. So the first pattern we're going to look at is called the Give Thanks Table Runner. Did I bring up the screen share? I did. Spell your heart out with this festive Give Thanks Table Runner. Corner to corner crochet lets you make word blocks by block. It's really such a fun crochet technique. And if you haven't tried it before, you're in for a road treat. The designer of this was Repeat Crafter Me. So this one is actually pretty cute. Whenever I think of anything with Grafcan, of course, I think of the creative stitching diva. I wonder what she would think with this. I know she doesn't like corner to corner, but this one is beautiful. I don't want to put my cursor on it because it highlights it too much. I love the texture of it. Let me scroll down. I want to see it very close. There it is. Oh, I definitely love this. I guess you can pretty much put anything you want inside of it. All right, let's move on to the second pattern. This second pattern is called Home Sweet Home Table Runner. Add some good old-fashioned farmhouse charm to your Thanksgiving table with this delightful detailed table runner. An 8-row repeat ensures this pattern is anything but boring and adds a lot of festive visual interest. My favorite part is the bobble edging. So, and the designer of this one is Lady J Crochet. Oh, I see we got super chat. I'll get to that in 1 second. I'll let you guys see this up close. Oh, these are just simple like double crochets and maybe some chain ones in between. That is a beautiful table runner. I want to see another image of it. Definitely perfect for beginners. So let's see who did this super chat. I still got the disco light going off in the back. Oh, Maria! All right, everybody. This is Maria, the maker of these wonderful, let me turn off this disco light right here. These wonderful masks. She says, yay, I'm so glad you love the mask. The penny is a Jada pattern. She has it on YouTube channel. Sending love from Minnesota. I need to get my geography together again. But thank you so much. And everybody, she's making these masks for free. So if you know anybody who's in need of these, let her know. But also, please, materials can add up. And she's doing this for free. She told me she has sent out over 1,500 masks already on her own dime. So down in the description box, please donate. Okay. And if you do donate, Maria, let me know who donate. And I can send them out a free pattern. Anybody that donates, I'll send them a free pattern. Maria, please email me. You know my email address is down below. Okay, so the first question was, oh, you didn't spin your wheel of patterns. I'm so sorry. I don't want to forget about you. You landed on the blue. You get my crochet slipper boots. I actually love those. This is one of my favorite patterns. It's one I usually make for myself real quick. If nobody takes them, it's these right here. So still make sure you email me. So the question was, what was the very first thing you ever crocheted and who was it for? Let me scroll back up through the comments. I'll try to get everybody's. Here we go. Joanne, she said she made a scarf and for herself. Let's see who else we got. Karen, she says, I can't remember. It was over 50 years ago. Well, you made something. Something made you love it. Oh, let's see. We got a super chat. Who super chatted? Caitlin, hey, I'm working on my goddaughter's blanket. So cheers to you. And I wonder, is it an intricate pattern? But cheers. I have never been a big fan of blankets. I've always loved the quick hats, mittens, scarves, patterns that it's not instant gratification. Crochet is slow, but it's quicker than a blanket. Oh, bless your heart. So cheers to you. Caitlin, let's give you a spin. Marta Bro, I did spin for you. You won the slipper boot patterns, but if you don't remember, Marta Bro, I will spin for you again. Oh, sorry. Marta Bro asked me questions in the comment. I just seen it. You landed on the ballet slippers. I think I just pulled those ones up. The ballet slippers are right here. So make sure you email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. And Marta Bro, if I missed you, I'm going to spin for you again. So I guess you'll kind of get a double pick if, you know. You get the Slouch Hat with Brim. That's the one with my husband's face in it. Let's see. Slouch Hat with Brim. Here it is. That one right here. So make sure you email me. Let's see. What else has people been making? Let me pull this one off. This is something I've always wanted to make, but never got around to making. She said she made a virus shawl. Haven't made one of those yet. Let's see. Oh, hey, Lori, what's up? A scarf for myself, just wore it yesterday. The wonderful thing about wearing your own item, especially when somebody compliments you, you're like, where did you get that? You're like, I made it myself. I always love that. Denise said, hi, Alysha. I love your crochet patterns and I love your videos. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see, while I'm scrolling, I guess you guys might have already heard the story about my very first crochet item. I learned to crochet when I was 7 or 8 years old. I remember being in the 2nd grade. I made my father a crochet watch cover. Why you need a watch cover, I don't know, but that's what I made him. All it was I think it was 3 rows of double crochet in the round, and a little section opened up just for the head of the face of his watch. I mean, he never wore it, but I was just so proud. Like, that was my very first crochet design. Let's see. Oh, Victoria. She says, I've only been crocheting for 2.5 years, and the first thing I've made was a baby blanket from Fiber. I love their tutorials, and recently just made a scarf for him. He opened it today. Oh, that's so wonderful. So, any more? Oh, I'll bring up one more, and then we'll go into the next 2. Robin says, beanie for my husband, and it didn't fit, and he still wore it. It was so tight on him. Quick tip, if it was made with acrylic yarn, not any other yarn, if a hat is a little bit too tight, you can kill the fabric. By killing the fabric, let's say, what I do, I usually take my hat, put it between a towel, I dampen the towel or I dampen the hat itself, then I iron it. The fabric relaxes. Since it's acrylic, it's not like natural fibers, it stretches. But if you do this, be careful because the fabric will not go back. So just wet it, towel, iron it, stretch it, and the hat will be bigger. I hope that made sense. All right, so we're going to get into the next 2 patterns. Let's see what my question was for that. Okay, question number 2. Who do you crochet for? Do you crochet for yourself? Do you crochet for shelters? Do you crochet for profit? So, or pleasure? Who do you crochet for, or why do you crochet? That sounds like more like it. So let's get into the next couple patterns. We finished this one already. Finished that one. Here we go. This is called the Tassel Table Runner. Clustered V-stitches make pretty rows of eyelets in this 3-color table runner. Worsted weight yarn makes this table runner nice and thick. Ready and waiting to be weighted down with your Thanksgiving feast. This is designed by Crochet and Create. This looks like a little thicker than just worsted weight yarn. This almost looks like a number 5, but I wonder what brand it is. Well, if you get like a Care-On 1 pound, that ends up looking always much thicker than regular worsted weight yarn. This is a beautiful stitch and it's simple. Scroll down. Let's see if it is worsted weight yarn. There we go. Where's the materials? Okay, guys, let me pull it back up to my face real quick. I should say the person who created this crochet roundup she's one of my partners in crime. Her name is, her crochet business name is 9 Inspired. She creates all these wonderful roundups that we do every single week. So if I'm talking about a pattern and I'm like, ooh, and amazed, it's because I'm pretty much looking at this for the second time also. So just so you know. So the second pattern we are going to be looking at, well, the next one is called did I bring up the screen share? I did. It's called the Thankful Table Runner. Speckled Oatmeal yarn is the perfect neutral addition to this table. It looks great and goes with everything. The beautiful scrawled cursive and twisted fringe edging really takes this design over the top, brings out the cozy vibe. The designer of this is Bianca K and Design. See, I have yet to do anything like huge Grafgan like. This is beautiful. I'd be intimidated by the cursive. Maybe not. It's all just simple double crochet stitches, it looks like. And just switching in and out of colors. Did any of you guys got any tips for not like getting your yarns twisted while working like this? Beautiful pattern. Okay, let's bring it back up to my face. So the last question that I asked you, Who do you crochet for? Do you crochet for pleasure? Do you crochet for charity? Do you crochet for profit, or just for fun? So before you answer, if you're just answering now, make sure you put question marks in front of your answer so I'll be able to see it, so I can bring it up front so I can share it with everybody. So let's see. Scroll. Here we go. We got Caitlin again. She says, I crochet for my coworkers and family. When I first started, that's who I crochet for too. There we go. I don't want to miss anybody. I see Barbara. First thing I finished, oh, this was a question before. The first thing I finished was probably a baby blanket for my daughter 49 years ago. I think I'm still working on my son's baby blanket because I wasn't heavy into crocheting like I am now. Then I was busy 10 years ago and working all these things, and I don't think he's 10 years old. I haven't finished his baby blanket. Maybe I should make him a new one. Here we go. Zeta, I hope I said that right, for pleasure and for gifts and family. So for myself, I'll keep looking for some of your comments. I began, like everybody else, I crochet for fun. I didn't have as much yarn as you see behind me right now. And I would just make hats for myself, or make something for my daughter, or a coworker would see me crocheting at work and they would say, oh, that's nice. Can I have one? And that was it. And one of the last times they're like, hey, that's so nice. Why don't you like sell your crochet? So that's when I started selling my own crochet back in 2015. And I didn't realize I was pretty good at marketing myself and making money with crochet. And eventually it led on to me doing YouTube and creating patterns. And guys, 2 more days. I have 2 more shifts until I'm done working my job. I'm done. I'm going to quit my job and I'm being a crocheter full time. I guess this leads into a great segue. If you guys are trying to make money with crochet, I have tips for that. I wrote a book. It's down in the description box below. It's called The Secret to Selling Crochet. It teaches you how to market yourself and sell online. I don't know how many people I've talked to that says, I don't understand how to make money selling online. So here's my book right here. If you already have Kindle, it's free. If you don't, all you need is the app and you can download it for $9.99. Here we go. But don't worry, I'm not trying to push you to buy any of my stuff. All the information that I ever gave about making money with crochet, just go onto my website down below, look into entrepreneur tips, or look at any of my old videos and search how to make money with crochet. You can find all that information there. The book just combines it all into one. I went off on a tangent. Oh, and another shameless plug. Let me bring up this one. Wait. Brittany says, I crochet for my family. Crochet really helps me with my anxiety and depression. I'm going to get off what I'm talking about. But that, for me, crochet helps with my anxiety also. Crochet is almost like a form of meditation. When I'm doing like a stitch, I can count inside my head. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. That repetitive nature for crochet and counting, it keeps me calm. I absolutely love this. So I definitely agree with you. But I was going to say before, I'm having a sale in my Etsy shop. If you've seen any of these patterns that you love that I'm giving away for free, right now, all of my patterns, Black Friday early, are on sale for 50% off. Every single one of my patterns. And just for you guys on a live stream, if you have additional 30% off, if you use the coupon code MyFave, I'll type that in here, my faves, MYFAVS, you'll get an additional 30% off. So they're 50% off. And if you use that coupon code, you'll get an additional 30% off on that. So check out my Etsy shop. Okay. Here we go. XD Symphony. I crochet for myself and family. I mainly make amigurumi, and I may start making hats and stuff for coworkers and neighbors. Just let you know, as soon as you start making it for more people outside of your family, you're going to get busy. Everybody's going to realize like, oh, I love that. That's amazing. Here we go. For coworkers' birthdays and goddaughter babies. We got a super chat. Let's see who super chatted. Let's see. Scroll. I could never find it in my feed. Carolyn, thank you so much. Cheers to you. So you get to spin the wheel of patterns. We also have a $5 Amazon gift card on here. You receive the hat with a slouchy brim. Let me show you what that one looks like. Hat with a slouchy brim. This one right here, the one with my handsome husband's face on it. Wait, you messed up my counting with your counting. I'm making a sweater for my, I am so sorry. Guys, have you ever been, I know you have, been interrupted while you're counting stitches, especially if you're doing something like intricate, like a pineapple stitch or any type of fillet type stitch, where all these like things count and somebody's just sitting there yapping to you. So I promise I'm not going to count for the rest of this. You finish crocheting. Sorry about that. Oh, and Carolyn, make sure you email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. My email's down below. Hey, Angela, what's up? Thank you for the sale and additional savings code. You're welcome. J-Hook Crochet, Reggie, everybody make sure you check her out. She has her own YouTube channel. I crochet because killing people is frowned upon. I have a shirt like that. It says, I crochet because punching people is frowned upon. Yours is much deeper. You know what? It does keep me calm. I wouldn't say, well, I don't crochet and drink. I only talk about crochet and drink on the weekend, so it's not too bad for me. Here we go. Let me scroll again. And Velma, I work in a call center and call all over the U.S. I crochet at my desk and keeps me calm when dealing with people who are rude. Yes. All right, guys, you ready for the next two? So the question beforehand, I always have a question. What is the oldest or most sentimental crochet item that you still own? What is the most sentimental or the oldest crochet item that you still own? Before you answer your question, we got a super chat. Before you answer your question, make sure you put like question marks in front of it so I'll be able to bring your question up to the front. Did a super chat. Connie, thank you so much. Hello, I almost didn't make it today. YouTube didn't send me a notification. I don't know why YouTube doesn't do that. I think there's a special way that you can, you have to, before all you had to do is click the notification bell. But now you have to click the notification bell, then click to be notified all notifications. It's very tedious. At first, I used to get upset like, YouTube, why don't you send everybody a notification? Sometimes that can get annoying to people and you don't want to be notified every single time they post. Because I know myself, I'm subscribed to probably like 50 different channels. And if I got notified for all 50, I'd probably get a headache. But for the ones you like, you can have an extra little drop down button. Hope that makes sense. So here we go. You guys remember what the question was? Let me see if I can pull down Connie's. Connie's, I didn't let you spin. I'm so forgetful. If it lands on a repeat, here we go. We have the green. No, we keep getting the ballet slippers. Okay, you got the option of a ballet slipper, but I feel like we should spin again because it keeps landing on that. I gave it a really hefty spin. Okay, or you have the choice of the oversized bag. Let me show you exactly what that one looks like if you didn't want the ballet slippers. Here we go. These were the ballet slippers. And let me show you the oversized bag. Where is it? Oh, there it is. The oversized bag. So make sure you email me. Boop, boop, boop. So now it's time for the next two. Here we go. We did this one. Screen share. Okay, we did that one. Oh, this is the pretty one. This is called the Chestnuts Leaf Table Runner. Color changing leaves are one of the absolute best parts about autumn. Don't you agree? Bring of that wonderfulness inside with this enchanting chestnut leaf table runner. You can also use individual leaves as placemats. The designer of this is ABC Knitting Patterns. There was a much better picture of this. Where is it? Oh, luckily they have a chart. Some people can't follow like written patterns. Charts are very helpful. I like charts. I wish I had the materials to make charts. But now these are better pictures of the table runners. Look how pretty that is. I guess you don't even have to make them table runners. Just place mats and place them together. They look like interlock perfectly. Let's see here. Beautiful. All right, so next one. This is pretty simple. This is called the Helga table runner. The granny stitch is a timeless crochet stitch that never disappoints. You may be used to the traditional granny square, but this table runner is made using a granny rectangle. The colors you would choose is up to you. The designer of this is the Kirklust Crochet. I hope I pronounced that right. This is basically almost the same thing as a granny square, but instead of starting with 4 granny squares in the center, you start with a long chain and then you place your corners on each side. And after that, it works up just like a granny square would. Does it show in small form? Oh, here's the edging. The edging just looks like 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, chain 1, skip 1. Double crochet in the next 2 stitches, chain 1, skip 1. So pretty easy edging. All right, so guys, do you remember the question I asked you? What is the oldest thing that you still own that's crocheted, or what is the most sentimental thing that's crocheted that you still own? When you answer that, make sure you put question marks in front of it. Okay. LAW says, or LAW, yeah, my mother's granny squares. Do you like have them like a whole bunch of individual granny squares that she never end up putting together, or is it like a granny square blanket? Here we go. Oh, thing jumped on me again. Hey, welcome back. My grandmother's pineapple doilies for tables and her chicken egg warmer. She made these back in the 1950s. Oh, you still have those. I wanted to show you guys some of the old things that I had also. This was a crochet tablecloth made by my husband's grandmother's mother. So my husband's great grandma. She was born in the early 1900s. It's not even white anymore. It was made with crochet thread. Look at this. I couldn't imagine doing this. To me, when I look at crochet, I feel like I'm seeing history. At one point in time, somebody's crochet hook and yarn was in hand making each one of these stitches. I should one day try to look into it and see if I can find any mistakes. I think mistakes are the things that make things so interesting. Oh, let me show you another one. This was made by my grandma Rosie. She's the one who taught me how to crochet. You remember those little doll dresses? You would put something big underneath it and a doll would fit inside. I need to buy me one of those little dolls with the weird blinking eyes. You lay them back, their eyes closed. You pick them up, their eyes open. That's what I always remember these sitting on, like with a whole bunch of toilet paper or something underneath and stuffing. And my last one, this is one of the later things that my grandmother made. When she got older, she couldn't make it to like the yarn store and purchase yarn. So she was like crochet with any yarn that she had because she just loved to crochet so much. So this is one of the blankets. There is no color coordinated, nothing to it. It's because she had this yarn and this yarns together. That's what she had. So that's what she made. But there was a hole in this. I think I was going to do a tutorial on this, on how to mend a crochet blanket. So I was trying to figure out what yarn this is right here because I thought it was Red Heart, but I can't find any yarn to match this. I wanted to mend this section. So let me get back into you. What are you guys that you have? Here we go, Karen. Mom and I made my grandma a granny square coat 45 years ago. When she died, I took it apart and made it an Afghan. Oh, that's so beautiful. Where do you store yours at? I keep mine stored in like a Ziploc bag, like in like the driest place in my house. Oh, Brittany wants to know, what's the question again? The question is, what is the oldest thing that you own that's crocheted, or what's the most sentimental crochet item that you saved? Angela, my crochet runner with hearts made out of Ecro crochet thread 30 years ago. Wow. It's beautiful. I can't work with crochet thread. I am going to do it one day. Maybe it'll be like my lifelong project. Make like a crochet bed thread throw and just work on it my whole entire life in my spare time. Oh, are these paid or free patterns? I'm so sorry. These are all free patterns. And don't worry about having to search all the patterns that I'm naming. I wrote a blog roundup of all these patterns. So you just click the link down below and instantly pulls up every single pattern that I'm mentioning during this tutorial. Shannon, my godmother gave me my only black Barbie with a pink gown, cap, and basket she made. Oh, she out of crochet and you still have it? I'm sorry, I'm getting all sentimental. I love like the items that I have. I'll never give up. This one still just amazes me. How just look at that. And the thing is still around 75 years later. Elaine, the first piece of crochet made by my great-grandmother. It is now framed along with samples of 4 other generations of crocheters. I wonder who's going to be my next generation of crocheter. My grandmother crocheted. My mother dabbled. She's a macrame. I crochet. My children don't want to crochet. So maybe my future grandchildren way down the line, I'll be able to teach them. And they'll say, my grandmother taught me. I can't read a pattern to save my life. I've tried several times, but no luck. Thanks for your videos. Know what, Velma? Try out my patterns. You don't have to pay for a pattern. My patterns you can also get free on my blog, but those patterns you can't print out and there's ads all around it. But go to my blog. Each pattern has a video tutorial. The way I speak my patterns is the way I speak during my crochet tutorials. So if I say, you watch me visually say double crochet in the next 2 stitches. You'll watch me do it, and that's what it says in the patterns. And you can learn as you go. My tip for anybody who can't read a pattern, look at the pattern and say it out loud. It'll make sense in your head eventually. Sometimes it's the brackets that get people. Carolyn, can you teach a class now on how to crochet with thread? I can't. Because I can't crochet with thread. I mean, anybody can crochet. Are you about to go outside and play?
I'm about to go to my friend's house.
What friend's house you going to?
Enzo's.
Enzo's? Okay. Love you, sonny boy. You riding your bike? You walking?
Riding.
Okay. Be home 5:15.
Okay.
All right. It gets dark early. All right. Connie said, isn't it a grandmother's job to pass the art of crocheting to at least one of her grandchildren? Yeah, my grandmother had 24 or 26 grandchildren. Well, she had a lot of us. And out of us, I believe 4 of us crochet. I think, yeah, about 4 of us crochet. Okay, Angela, I have a bedspread my grandmother made me in the early 1970s. Do you have yours stored away also? I wish I had a bedspread. Actually, I think my aunt, she still has them all at her house. My grandfather recently passed away, and we still had some of his wife, my grandmother's blankets. I did want a couple of those, but I still do have a couple of her beauties that I keep close to my heart. All right, so we're going to get into the next one. Let's see, what is the question? All right, this is a good one. During this icky season, I can't say the word. Somebody told me to call this the icky season instead of the other virus word because I might get demonetized. What are you guys, for the people in the U.S., are you guys going to gather for Thanksgiving? Or for the people outside of the U.S. for the next upcoming holiday season? Are you guys going to even venture out and try to gather for the season? So before you do, put a question mark in front of it and let me know. Give me your answer. So are you going to gather? Make sure you put question marks in front of it. let's hop into the next 2 patterns. We did that one, and we did Helga. Ooh, this is called did I bring up the screen share? I did. This is called the Moss Stitch Table Runner. If you've never tried the Moss Stitch, before, say hello to your new favorite stitch. It's just alternating single crochet and chain stitches, but wow, does it make an impact. You can use leftover yarn scraps to make this colorful table runner with solid and checkered stripes. There we go. Personally, have I done the Moss Stitch? I don't think personally I've done the Moss Stitch before either. Let me look at the second row. Okay, first row is chain. Okay, first row single crochets all the way across. Second row single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain. Oh, that's simple. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, all the way across. So I consider this a beginner crochet pattern. So, ooh, this is the one. Okay, I shouldn't say this is future question. This is the one that's definitely going on my list. This is called the Alpine Table Runner. Pretty pine trees and branches adorn the surface of this lace table runner. The stitch work uses basic single crochet and double crochet stitches, but as you can see, the result looks quite intricate. This pattern is good balance between simple and detailed. That's what I like. I don't want to do too much extra counting, and this doesn't look like it's too okay, cookies. Doesn't look it's too stressful on the brain. Let me get a closer picture of this. Look at this. This is beautiful. This one is definitely going on my list to do. Hers doesn't look like, I think this is a sample of a table runner. I think I would make this for my coffee table because sometimes I get lazy to make anything too huge. Let's see. I want to see the stitch up close. Does she show a work in progress? And she doesn't, but that's okay. So the question that I just asked, are you guys going to gather for the holidays? I'll give you my answer in a second. Let me scroll up. Caitlin said, unfortunately, my family won't be gathering this year. Aww. Victoria, she says, no gathering, making plenty of phone calls. And we are planning on it, but now we're rethinking it. So for my Thanksgiving, my brother, he lives in Connecticut. He's a principal. He won't be, well, his schools, all the schools are like shut down. He's not coming. He's not coming in. My daughter, she's an essential worker now. She works with individuals with brain injuries. She'll be working on Thanksgiving. My husband will be working on Thanksgiving. It's just going to be me and my son. And I probably will go to my mom's house. So it'll be me, my mom, and my son. My mom's going to make the turkey. If you guys don't know me, I can't cook if my life depended on it. Luckily, my husband, he's the chef of the house. He cooks every single day, and he won't be home on Thanksgiving, and I need some way to feed myself. So even though I'm 40 years old, I'm going to my mom's house and getting some food. Yes, going to my daughter's house. Tell your daughter I said hello. There we go. Iris says, nope, no gathering for her. Brittany says, me and my fiance will be doing 2 really small gatherings, one with my parents and brother and one with his parents and brother. Oh, we got a super chat. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find you. Found you. Hey, Epic Space Dorito. Every time I see your name, I always love to say it. I know it's off topic, but I love to see a collection of easy to crochet yet beautiful blankets for donation. No, that is perfectly fine. Where is a notebook? Because I will forget it. We'll probably get that up for December. Donating blankets. Thank you so much for the tip. So sometimes I run out of topics about stuff people might want to see. But cheers to you. Cheers, and we'll give you a spin. Epic Space Dorito. When you email me, can you tell me where you came up with that name from? you get the Santa Claus pillow. Let me show you what the Santa Claus pillow looks like. Ho, 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 Santa Claus pillow right there. So make sure you email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. So are you guys gathering? Connie, we're going to gather more. We aren't going to gather more than that. Just one of my daughters, son-in-law, and their 3 of her kids. We are all, I'm sorry, I've been drinking. We are together all the time anyway. The rest of the family isn't coming. Actually, it's always like the close family, like the mom, grandma, grandkids. That's all that counts. Luckily, I guess unluckily, I would love to see my nephew, my brother, and my sister-in-law in Connecticut. I feel bad because now my son don't have his cousin to play along with. My daughter, she's the first grandchild. She's almost 20 years old. Then 10 years later, we finally get a second grandchild. That was my nephew who just turned 10. And 6 months after that, I had my son. So they're like brother cousins. Marner Bro, don't know yet. Vermont just had a breakout. In my county, at one point in time, I think we're not the highest. In all of Pennsylvania, in my county, we had like the highest outbreak. I think they had a whole bunch of outbreaks in like the prisons and in nursing homes, places where a lot of people. That's another reason why I'm happy I'm now leaving my job. I don't have to worry about the stress because sometimes I work in group homes. The place going to lockdown and it's a mess. It's scary. Angela says, I'll be cooking, and one of my best friends already put her bid in on a sweet potato pie. Oh, since my husband's going to be home, we ain't going to have no sweet potato pie. Pop Deuce is working on Thanksgiving. You don't care. You're not going to be here Thanksgiving. My daughter's, this is going to be the first Thanksgiving. Well, not without me. I used to work on Thanksgiving. You're a grown-up now. Nobody cares. You don't get free time. Make that money. You probably get time and a half, though.
Okay.
Yeah. She said, okay. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Lynn Porter, no, just me, husband, and son. We live together. Sounds like everyone is being safe and protecting their family. Best gift you can give. It is. It's better to be safe than sorry. Here we go. All right, so we're going to hop into the next patterns. Let me pull up the question. Where are we at? Oh, this one is pretty simple. Out of all of these patterns, which ones do you think you're going to design? And also, this is where we start to wrap up some of the live stream. If you have any questions for me, if you'd like to know what's my favorite color, what's my favorite stitch, how to make money selling crochet, or ask me any question that you want. Just make sure you put question marks in front of it so I can bring it to the front so I can see it. Okay? Okay. So let's go into the last few patterns. We did that one. And let me scroll into my notes. This one is called the Diamond Table Runner. You can use any hook and yarn you would like to create this filet crochet table runner. The pattern is quite simple and you can repeat it as many times as you like to customize the length to fit your table. The designer of this is Doug Spiederick. I hope I said that right. Let's pull this up close so you can see it. Oh, it's just a pattern repeat over and over again. All right, for me, I would do something like this because it's not an intricate pattern repeat. I can actually probably zone out on this, doing it over and over again. I'd probably make mine like a rainbow color. Yarn here, change it, yarn here, change yarns in between each one of the diamonds. All right, let's look at, this isn't a table runner, is it? Oh, I'm looking at the Christmas tree. I want the Christmas tree, not the table runner. Where is this? Red Heart Festa Sparkly Table Runner. Hold on. Okay, we got to download this pattern. There's a better image. Now I'm going to have to go back to that and look at for the Christmas tree. But let me read this one to you. This is called the Festa Sparkly Table Runner. Treat yourself to a fancy sparkly yarn and have fun whipping up this quick rectangular table runner. This pattern has 4-row repeat with double crochet stitches, slip stitches, and cluster stitches, and single crochets and chain stitches. Can we get this up close? Let's see if we can zoom. Because I know some of you guys are watching this on your mobile. It doesn't look too intricate, but that's a pretty stitch. We're going back on a field trip over here. Do they have a link for this Christmas tree? Please have a link for the Christmas tree. You just can't have a runner with this tree on it. How dare they? Okay, back to us. So, which one of these patterns would you guys create? Or if you had any other questions for me, make sure you put little question marks in front of it so I can be brought to my attention. All right, let me scroll back. So, Over the Rainbow. The piece that is the most sentimental is my LGBT LGBT pride blanket. It has the pride flag for 10 different LGBT orientations. My daughter's sitting over there laughing at me. Don't laugh at me, baby. But that's so awesome. Where do you keep it at? So let me know. Put question marks in front of it. Where do you keep yours at? Here you go. I do remember your sister, Sophia. I cannot pronounce your name, but hi to you. The Alpine runner is just beautiful. I can't wait to try and make that one for myself. That was one of my favorite ones. Wasn't that the one with the triangles on it? Here we go. Lori says, I already have made a bunch of your sweaters. You look cute in it, though. What was that one picture? Was it the granny square that you sent me a picture of? I like that one. Here we go. XD Symphony. I would like to make the leaves. As a Canadian, I have a special place in my heart for maple leaves. Ah, yeah, it's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. Here we go. Rebecca says, what are your tips for beginner? I'm new to crochet. Anything helps. The biggest tip is don't think of yourself as a beginner. As long as you know the first 4 basic stitches, if you can single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, slip stitch, you can almost do any pattern. Get on YouTube. Follow along to those. I get upset with myself. I box myself in the beginner crochet box for 30 years in my life. Well, up until I was 30 years old, I didn't think I can do anything, but you become a better crocheter with a better pattern. Find a good pattern and keep doing. The more practice you do, the better you'll get. There we go. Oh, we got a first-time joiner, Creations. First-time joining, came across you by accident recently, watched a gadget review, believe I have saved a pattern of you on Ravelry. Most people find me because of my gadget reviews. I have an addiction to buying every single crochet gadget available. I'm starting to run out. So if you guys ever have anything that you want me to buy and review, let me know. And if you guys love crochet gadgets, after this live chat, just go into YouTube search and just type in crochet gadget. You'll see like 50 of my videos. You'll find all of the coolest crochet gadgets. So make sure you check those out. Toro 8 Star, you should make a video on your current projects. Actually, my last project is completed. I think I showed you guys a picture of it. Did I? No, I didn't. Would you like to see my current project? Let's see if I can bring it up. It's in Canva. It's the only picture I have right now. It's a convertible hat. It's a hat that you can make into a messy bun hat, a cow. How do you say that word? COWL. Where is it? It's a picture of my husband scrolling. Okay, now I'm ready for the screen share. Uh-oh. Here we go. Screen share. This is my latest crochet project. It's a convertible. You can wear it around your face like a face mask, hairband, a regular hat, or around your neck like a neck warmer. So that's my latest one. I just have to put it out to pattern testers. It's just been sitting in my Word doc, just sitting there. I know, it's horrible. I shouldn't do that. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you put question marks in front of it. Let's see where I'm missing. Velma, she says, I fall in love with filet crochet. Are you going to make anything like that? Probably not anytime soon. I'm sorry, but I know there are some crocheters who do it. I can't think of any like particular one at the moment. Found you on your gadget reviews last week. Thank you for finding me. Just let you know, when you watch those, it's like going into a rabbit hole. You just can't stop. It's like, ooh, I want that. Ooh, I need to get this one too. Ooh, Jay Hook says, Alysha, I have some things for you to review. Email me. Yes. There we go. Epic Space Dorito. Have you ever used Stitch Fiddle? Hate it. It's a website that helps you plan color work and patterns for knitting, crochet, fillet, and cross stitch. Is it Stitch Fiddle? That's horrible. There's another. Where's my phone? There's an app that I can't stand. Let's see. I'm being an old lady on my phone trying to figure out what's what. But while we're talking, I'm going to try to look it up at the same time. I don't know if it's exactly Stitch Fiddle or this other app, but the one that makes you can make your own crochet symbols, make your own crochet chart, is horrible. Let's see. Crochet chart. I think it is called, I don't see it. It's not on here anymore. No, it's called Crochettta or Crochet. Can you, you can't see it. That one's one of the worst apps I've ever used, but that one I don't think I've used before. Okay, this thing's jumping around. Krishani, Premier, I hope I said your name right, Krishani. Premier Yarn is having a yarn sale now. Some are 3 for $5, ooh, and some are 3 for $3. I think that's a good deal. Thanks for everything that you're doing, and any idea for a good mannequin, please. I need a good mannequin. The mannequin that I usually use for most of my tutorials, I got from thrifting. So that cost me like $10. But I've been looking at one on Amazon. There's this mannequin. It's like $46 or something, free shipping. So I was going to purchase that and probably do a review for it. So kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So right now, I don't have any mannequin recommendations. If you guys in the chat do, please let her know. All right, have you taken the class with Crochet Entrepreneur? If so, did you find it beneficial? I know exactly who she is. I've never taken any of her classes before, but she is a talented individual. Any of that thing that she says, I definitely recommend. I've been in her Facebook group. I've been on her website before. She's definitely knowledgeable. She's a crocheter, and she's made this her full-time job. She's bringing in like $10,000 a month. So her tips, definitely recommend. I know she has a whole bunch of online courses and whatnot, so definitely check her out. And I do recommend her. I have not personally used her myself. Okay. The tree pattern is called the Red Heart Make It Merry Crochet Tree. YouTube won't allow me to link it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to write that down. Maybe I can link it. I'll probably try to link it after it. Here we go. I'm making a snoop right now using your pattern and love it. So far, almost done. Thanks for the tutorial. Oh, a snood, the snood pattern. If you don't know what a snood is, it's one of those hair nets that go half on the back of your head. You see it in a lot of vintage patterns. It's not just early 1900s. A snood's been used for hundreds and hundreds of years. You'll see them in like medieval times when like the lady or whatever is wearing one of those nets and it catches your hair in the back. Reggie says, I'm not buying anything before Black Friday. Speaking of Black Friday, thanks for a great leeway into, I'm having a sale in my Etsy shop. If any of the patterns that you've seen people win during this live stream, you can check out my Etsy shop. The link is down below. All of my patterns is 50% off right now. And if only for you guys, if you guys use the coupon code MyFaves, all caps, MYFAVS, MyFaves, you'll get an additional 30% off of that 50% off. So I think that's a good deal right now. I'm having my Black Friday until the end of the month. All right, so does anybody else have any more questions? All right, I guess we are about to wrap it up for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'm here every single Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to go over some more patterns. And Epic Space Dorito, I'm going to get on that whole pattern list you're talking about. That is a great tip. So guys, I guess I'll see you all in the very next live stream. Bye. Oh, and guys who won, make sure you email me.